Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? I am so happy to finally be able to record the class in my newly created space. And before we begin, I want to take a moment to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and practicing with me today. If you are a subscriber already, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are new, please consider subscribing. It will be a great help for me. Come into your most comfortable cross-legged seated position, resting your hands on the knees or thighs. Hands can face up or face down, your choice. But if you're choosing to face the palms up, maybe connect as well your index with the big thumb. Then close down your eyes and take a few breaths with me, connecting to your breath and bringing yourself to the present moment, bringing yourself to this practice. Find the space in between serene, relaxed, and alert. So just take long inhalations, letting rib cages expand, filling up the lungs, and equally try to exhale out. Empty the lungs, create space in the body, invite peace into your practice. And before we begin, I want to remind you to breathe all the time while you practice, to respect the wishes of your body and take a break if you feel like. Never push yourself to the extremes. Just work together with the body, the breath, and the mind. 3 more times, inhaling long, steady gradually in. And exhale. Final 2, inhaling and exhaling. And one more time. Exhale, long, steady, gradually out. On your next inhale, bring the hands at the heart. In Namaste, join me for 3 Oms if you feel like, or just listen to. But if you're ready to chant, let's try with the next inhale. Om. Again, beautiful, inhaling. Om. And last one. Just for today, I choose to live in love and light. Just for today, I choose to live in love and light. Just for today, I choose to live in love and light. Bring a smile on your face. Open your eyes when you're ready and release the hands. Just uncross for a moment and change the cross of the legs. Coming back again and inhaling, keeping the sitting bones down equally. Inhaling, arms all the way up without bringing shoulders with you, maybe palms touching. And then lengthen the upper body to the sky. Press the sitting bones down and then look up. And on your exhale, gaze in front of you. Exhale, hands at the heart. And again the same, inhaling, arms up without bringing shoulders with you, look up. And exhale, hands at the heart. And again, inhale, arms up. This time just bend your right elbow, bring the right palm between your shoulder blades without arching or rounding too much. Keep a neutral spine as much as you can, helping yourself with the left hand to bring the right palm between the shoulder blades. Just stretch here for a moment, taking just 2 breaths. Relax the shoulders. Exhaling. One more time. And out. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up once more. Switching sides. Left elbow bends. Bring the palm between the shoulder blades, helping yourself with the right hand. Gently bring that palm between the shoulder blades again, not rounding or arching too much. Just breathe 2 breaths at this side as well. Softening. One more. And exhale. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, arms all the way down in line with your hips on the ground, maybe pressing gently the ground away from you. And then making a few circles with the neck, starting with chin down to chest, right ear, right shoulder. Look up, left ear, left shoulder. And continue 2 more times on this side, keeping the shoulders away. Again, the spine or shoulder relax. One more. And then switch. Chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, look up. And right ear, right shoulder. Beautiful. One more time. Take it easy and slowly. One last. That's good. And then back to center on your inhale. Again, inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, interlock behind the back. Stretch your knuckles, arms towards the ground. Press the heart forward and up. Inhaling away from the lower back. Exhale, fold. Again, keeping the sitting bones down. Maybe bringing the forehead on the ground in front of you. And if the floor is too far, just remember to use a block under the forehead. One last breath. And slowly head up on the inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Again, resting hands on your knees. Just roll the shoulders behind a few times and forward. Beautiful. Coming back, bring the hands in front of you. Press yourself into your hands and knees, tabletop position. Bringing wrists under the shoulders, knees under your hips, and tucking toes in, moving into a first downward facing dog. Navel to spinal, inhaling knees up. Exhale, press back, gazing behind you, sharpening sitting bones back and up. Lengthening the upper body, just bend the knee one at a time, letting your neck be long and the head heavy, making sure you're still spreading fingers. Beautiful. Shoulders away from the ears. 2 more breaths here. Maybe say yes or no with the head a few times, making sure again you're not fighting gravity and you are just stretching out, removing stiffness, and then find stillness in your downward facing dog for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Exhaling. Inhale again. Exhale, step your knees down with control, keeping the toes in. Keep exhaling. Press the sitting bones all the way towards your heels and stretch. Again, try to bring the forehead down, open the back of the feet, and back up to your table. Inhaling, exhaling, downward facing dog. Few more times like that. Try to lend the knees gently. Exhale, lower down. Keep the toes in and press back to stretch. Bring the forehead down. Press the ground away from you with the hands, shoulders away. Back up in your tabletop on the inhale, and on the exhale, press back. One last time. Knees lending slowly. Keep the toes in, press back and stretch to this modified child's pose. Forehead down if you can. And back up on the inhale, toes stays in. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath. Take your time. And then when you're ready, you're gonna inhale yourself to a plank this time, walking the feet to the back if you need. Again, your shoulders are above the wrist. Don't collapse in the hips, navel to spinal. From the plank, we're going to move into a floating dog a few times, always keeping shoulders away from the ears so toes stays in again. Heart forward and up. And press back. Plank first and downward facing dog. Keep the feet to the back. Don't step them closer. Just keep the knees slightly bend, and again just stretch and lengthen upper body, pressing sitting bones back and up. And again, slowly inhale to a plank first. Floating dog, slowly lower down, heart forward and up, toes stays in. And back again to plank. And exhaling, downward facing dog, keeping the feet wide this time. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And one more time, inhaling to a plank first. Slowly lower down on the exhale for a floating dog. Back to your plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time feel free to step the feet back, closer to you. Bring the heels down if you can. Otherwise, feel free to continue keeping the knees slightly bent if your heels are not touching. One more breath here. And when you're ready, gazing at the top, step, walk, or jump, feet in between the hands. Still inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, you fold. Inhale, you rise all the way up. Bring the arms with your inner legs together. Maybe palms touching, look up. Exhaling, head at the heart, down by the side. One Surya Namaskar A to warm up a little bit more. So when you're ready, inhale your arms up. Exhale, you fold. Flat back on the inhale, blend the hands down, step, hop or jump, Chatturanga. Back bend of your choice, inhaling. Downward facing dog again, exhaling. The only time you breathe out of your mouth is if you need a cleansing breath, so feel free to open your mouth and set it out. If any tension is there, just release. Rather than that, please just breathe in and out through your nostrils. Beautiful. Again, gazing at the top. Step, hop or jump. Feet in between the hands, big toe touching. Still inhaling for that flat back. Exhale, you fold. On your next inhale, Uktanasana chair. Bring the arms up, look up. And exhale, fold again. Flat back on the inhale, right foot stays, left foot step back, heel down, warrior one, bend the front knee, keep the hips square, arms up in, beautiful, just the breath, look up, and exhale, you frame, fold and frame, stepping back to a plank. Now knees, chest and chin down, hips stays high, elbows in, and then inhale for a cobra. Toes in, gaze down, downward facing dog again. Spreading fingers, sharpening sitting bones back and up. Gaze at the top. Again, step, hop or jump, feet in between the hands, still inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair, Uktanasana. And exhale, fold again. Flat back on the inhale. Plant the hands down, left foot stays, right foot step back, heel down, warrior one on the left side. Inhaling, keep the hips squared, left toes, heel inside outside of the foot, pressing down, look up, just the breath. And then exhale, fold and frame, back heel up, plank. Once more, knees, chest and chin down, elbows in. Come forward, inhale for a back bend. And downward facing dog. Sigh it out, exhale. Beautiful. Let's inhale our right leg back and up for a three-legged dog. Pointing the toes to the back and making a few circles with the right ankle to the outside. Keeping the hands equally pressing down, so roll your right shoulder down and then switch the circle to the inside. Finding stillness, bend your right knee, bring the knee to the sky, opening the hip wider and exhaling, gazing underneath your right armpit. Still pressing the hands equally down. One more breath. Extend the right leg back and up. And then step the right foot outside your right hand at the top of the left knee. Step down, toes out. Inhale again away from the lower back. Stay for 3. Or lower yourself all the way down onto the forearms. Either way, don't collapse in the shoulders. Hold your laser. Just a few breaths. One more. Beautiful. Press yourself back up if you're all the way down. Tuck the back toes in. Extend the left leg and see if you can do the same with the right. Extend the right leg, bringing the right toes up, heel down. Walk the hands closer into a wide and modified pyramid. Make sure your right knee is okay with that. Roll your right outer hip up, left outer hip down. Bring the wrist under the shoulders. Just deep stretch for the back of the right leg. Right heel down, right toes up. One more breath. And then walk the hands back forward, step the right foot down, and then step back to a plank, taking the Vinyasa. Chatturanga. Back bend of your choice on the inhale, and downward facing dog. Exhale. Beautiful. Spreading fingers, sharpen sitting bones, lengthen upper butt. And once more, the same on the left side. When you're ready, inhale, left leg back and up, three-legged, pressing the hands equally down, pointing the toes, left toes to the back. Make a few circles outside with the left ankle, and then inside. Now finding stillness, bend your left knee, bring the left knee to the sky, still pressing the hands equally down. Maybe exhale underneath your left armpit. Open the hip wider. Again, make sure you don't let your left hand lifting higher than the right. Long neck, heavy head. Exhale. One last breath. And then extend the left leg back and up. Stepping the left foot outside your left hand, preparing for your lizard. With control, landing right out, toes out. Inhale, heart forward and up. Stay good enough. Or maybe exhale, lower yourself all the way down onto the forearms. Either way, you're not collapsing in the shoulders. Just a few breaths here. Just breathe. Smoothen the breath. Focus on the breathing always. And relax in the poses. One more. And then slowly with control, press yourself up. If you're all the way down, tuck the back toes in. Extend the back leg and then do the same with the left. Left toes are coming up, heel down. Walk the hands closer. Bring the wrist under the shoulders. Feel free to keep the back heel up as well. Inhale, rolling left outer hip up, right outer hip down, making sure this is okay for your left knee. Don't hyperextend, okay? Keep it softly bend if that hurts. You can always skip it. Inhale away from the lower back. Always, just one more breath. And then slowly exhale, step the left foot down, walk the hands back, and step to a plank. Adjust your plank before your vinyasa. Slowly lowering down. Back bend on the inhale, and downward facing dog. Exhale. Beautiful. Take your time. Gazing at the top, step, hop or jump, feet in between the hands. Still inhaling flat back. Exhale, we fold. Chair again on the inhale, bend the knees, arms up. And exhale, fold again. Flat back on the inhale. Step, hop or jump to a plank, Chaturanga. Inhaling again, back bend. And downward facing dog. Side out. Beautiful. Right foot steps in between, warrior one. Once more, back heel down. Hips are square. Inhale your arms up. Shoulders are not coming with you. Look up if the neck is okay with that. 2 breaths. One more. And then gazing in front of you, bring the hands behind the back. Humble warrior, interlock behind the back. Stretch the knuckles back and down. Inhale, always heart forward and up. And away from the lower back, upper body, away from the lower body. On the exhale, forward. Bring the arms to the ceiling and then above the head. Still pressing right toes, right heel inside outside of the foot into the ground, outer edge of the left foot, pressing down, long neck, heavy head. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And with control, we inhale back to warrior 1, arms up. And then we exhale and we frame, stepping back for a vinyasa, knowing that you can always skip all these vinyasas. Just waiting downward facing dog or take a child's pose. Beautiful. Left side. When you're ready, inhale, left foot steps in between the hands, back heel down. Warrior 1 on the inhale. Maybe looking up. If the neck is okay, just 2 breaths. 1 more. And then gazing in front of you for humble warrior. Maybe changing the interlock of the fingers. Stretch the knuckles, arms first down. Heart forward and up. Inhaling long. Exhaling humble warrior. Long and steady breaths in and equally longer out if you can. Just 2 breaths here. 1 last. Exhale. And then inhale with control back to warrior 1. Arms up, looking up. And exhale, we frame, stepping back to a plank vinyasa. Back bend, inhaling, down, facing up. Open the mouth, exhale out. And one more time, let's add to this a little bit more. Beautiful. When you're ready, right foot steps in between. Back heel down, warrior 1 on the inhale. Beautiful. 2 breaths again. 1 more. Gazing in front of you. If you're gazing up, interlock the fingers on the exhale at the back. Inhaling again, humble warrior, exhale. 2 more breaths again here. 1 last. And then slowly back up on the inhale, warrior 1, arms up. And exhale, we frame. This time, flip the back heel up, step the right leg all the way back and up for a 3-legged dog. Beautiful. 2 breaths. Rolling left outer hip up, right outer hip down, shoulders equally in one line, so hands equally pressing down. 1 more. And then right foot steps once more in between the hands, back heel stays up and keep the feet hip apart, inhaling all the way for a high lunge. Make sure the tailbone stays in, hips are square, and again feel free to gaze up or just in front of you, shoulders are not coming with you. 2, taking through the back here. 1 more. And then exhale again, we frame. We step back to a plank vinyasa. Back bend, inhaling, and downward facing dog, exhaling. Beautiful. Take a breath or 2 here, knowing that child's pose is always there if you need it. And then when you're ready, let's do the same on the left. Gaze at the top, inhale, left foot steps in between, back heel down. Warrior 1 on the inhale, arms up, look up, 2 breaths. Or just gaze in front of you. Make sure shoulders are not coming with you. Last one. And then gazing in front of you. Interlock the fingers behind the back, maybe changing the interlock. Stretch the arms back and down. Inhaling heart forward and up. On the exhale, humble warrior we go. Just 2 breaths. One more. And then again, inhale with control, warrior 1, release the arms, maybe looking up. And exhale, reframe, back heel up. Shooting left leg back and up all the way to 3-legged dog this time. Pressing the hands equally down. Roll the right outer hip up, left outer hip down. 2 breaths. One last. And then slowly, when you're ready, left foot steps once more in between the hands. Back heel stays up, feet are hip apart. Inhale, arms, tailbone stays in. Kick through the back heel, shoulders are not coming with you. Just keep inhaling away from the lower back. Relaxing in the pose. Inhaling always long. And on the exhale, maybe centering in the pose. Just calm the mind. Calm the body by breathing. One last breath, maybe gazing up or in front of you. Beautiful. And then exhale, free, and step back, plank, vinyasa. Inhale, bend. Open the mouth, exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. One more. And again, gaze at the top, right foot step in between, back heel down, warrior 1 on the inhale. Beautiful. You already know where we're going. We're just adding a little bit to our flow today. And then gazing in front of you, if you're gazing up, humble warrior, interlock first. Inhale long and exhale with grace, fold. 2 breaths in. One more. Slowly inhaling, warrior 1, back up again, arms up, look up, just for a breath. Exhale, frame, moving to a 3-legged dog, back heel up, right leg back and up. Another 2 breaths here, equally pressing the hands down. Right foot steps in between the hands once more, back heel stays up. Inhaling, arms up for a high lunge, look up. Just breathe. One last, maybe gazing up just in front of you. And if you're looking up, gaze in front of you with the palms touching or separating them. With control, you're gonna land the left knee down and hold again for 1 or 2 breaths here. Looking up or just in front of you. One more. If you're looking up, gaze in front of you. Tuck the left toes in if they're not there yet. Press back up, straight into a power lunge. So lean halfway in, rolling shoulders away from the ears. Right toes heel inside, outside of the foot. Pressing down, kick through the back heel. Wonderful. And lifting to a warrior 3 from here. So you can use momentum and inhalation. Press yourself to the front leg, inhaling back leg up. Arms can go to the back. Roll your right outer hip up, left outer hip down. Choose a step, gaze down on the mat to stare up. And shoulders always away from the ear. Just one breath here. Come up to standing. On your next inhale, bring the left knee in front of you. Arms up and at the heart, bending left knee. Placing left ankle top of the right upper thigh and bending the right knee as well. Sitting low. Moving the sitting bones to the back if you can, a little bit lower. Flexing the left toes. Soften the shoulders, soften the facial muscles. One last breath. Come back to standing. Bring the left knee back in front of you. Stop bending right knee again. Step the left foot back. Keep the left leg high. And with control, you're going to land the right hand down on the ground. Preparing for a half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So turning your left shoulder to the sky, maybe extending the left arm up. Turn your left outer hip to the sky as well, flexing the left toes, pointing them towards you. Feel free to keep the left hand on your left hip or extend the left arm up. Gazing down will help you hold the balance better. Just a breath, maybe challenge your balance and gaze up with your left hand. Slowly and with control, gazing down. Soft bending right knee, step the left foot back, left hand down, left heel up, frame your right foot again, and inhale once more, bending front knee for your lunge. Exhaling, fold and frame, stretching the front leg as well, stepping the back foot close, not on the same line with the right. Rolling right outer hip up once more, left outer hip down. Inhale once more away from the lower back. Stay here good enough. Or maybe exhale and fold for our pyramid pose. Take 2 breaths here. One more. Again, keep a long neck, heavy head. And last one, inhaling and exhaling out. Halfway up on the inhale, walk the hands back to frame the right foot, stepping back and stepping right foot back as well to a plank. Now come into a full plank first, bring your feet closer and bringing the left hand at the center. Shift your body weight onto the outer ridge of your left foot and the left hand. Right arm up, inhale for a Vanistasana side plank. 5 breaths. 4. 3, again gazing up if you can, or just in front of you. 2. And last one. Now 2 more breaths, continue to stay. Or bend into your right knee, catch your right big toe with the peace finger and extend the right leg up for just 2 breaths. 1 more. And without collapsing, release. Exhaling back to a full plank and taking a vinyasa or not. Inhale, back bend. Side it out. Downward facing dog. Child's pose, it's always there. Remember, if you need it, spread the fingers wide. Take a moment here to rest. Sharpen sitting bones back and up. Lengthen upper butt. One last. And then slowly inhaling left leg back and up. Stepping left foot in between the hands. Warrior 1, back heel down. Inhaling arms up. 2 breaths, look up or just in front of you. Take a moment. If you're gazing up, gaze in front of you. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlock. Prepare for humble warrior. Inhale, heart forward and up. Arms down. And exhale, humble warrior. Bringing the arms to the ceiling and then above the head. 2 breaths only here. 1 more. And then slowly inhale with control back to your warrior 1, arms up. And exhale, fold and frame, back heel up, left leg all the way back and up. Exhale, three-legged dog, hands equally pressing down. Right outer hip rolls up to the ceiling, left outer hip down. One last breath here. And when you're ready, left foot once more, step in between the hands, back heel stays up, feet are hip apart, inhale with control, arms up high, lunge, tuck the tailbone in, kick through the back heel, again gaze up or just in front of you. One last breath. And if you're gazing up, gazing in front of you with control, you're gonna land your right knee down. Maybe keep the back toes in, hips are still in one line. Again, lengthen away from the lower back, you can gaze up or just in front of you for 2 more breaths. Gazing in front of you, if you're gazing up, tuck the right toes in if they're not there yet. Press back up, straight into a power lunge. So lean halfway in the pose, kicking through the back heel, left outer hip, stay roll back, right outer hip down, shoulders away from the ears. One breath only before lifting to warrior 3. So when you're ready again, bring the arms to the back, press yourself forward. You can take 2 steps if you want. Lift the right leg back and up, arms behind. Now choose a steady gaze down on the ground to look at or in front of you. Left outer hip rolls up, right outer hip down. Just a breath, left toes, heel inside, outside of the foot, pressing down. And then slowly with control, come all the way to standing. Right knee comes in front of you, arms up, and then arms at the heart. Bend your right knee, place your right ankle on top of the left upper thigh, and then bend the left knee as well, sitting low into this one-legged chair. Maybe flexing the right toes. Shoulders away, facial muscles relax. Ooh, I'm also losing my balance today. Left side always is tricking you. With control, you lift back up. Bring the right knee in front and then all the way to the back. Soft bending left knee, maybe right hand on your hip. Just slowly land your left hand on the mat at the left corner of your mat, or use a block if you have it, and then extend the right knee to the back. Preparing for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Now before you turn your elbow and right outer hip to the ceiling, adjust your left hand to find balance first. And then with control, turn the right elbow to the sky, right outer hip to the ceiling, kick through the back heel, right heel, flex the right toes towards you. Again, just look up or down for a better balance, and maybe extend the right arm up. Only for 3 breaths. 2. One last. And then with control, gazing back down, soft bend the left knee, bring the right hand back down, start the right foot back, heel up. Walk the hands to frame the left foot again, adjust and prepare for one more time, inhaling to your high lunge. Shoulders not coming with you. One breath only here. And then exhale, fold and frame. Step back to a plank, bringing feet together. And this time, right hand at the center of your mat, shifting yourself onto the outer edge of your right foot. Inhaling your left arm up, shoulders in one line, 5 breaths, maybe looking up or just in front of you. 4, 3, 2. 2 more breaths, stay. Or left peace finger around the left big toe. Extend leg up for a 3-star plank. A star plank or 3-star? A star plank. Slowly release the left leg. Exhale back to a plank and Vinyasa. Chaturanga. Back bend, inhaling. Open your mouth, exhale. Take a moment, great job. Release, open the mouth, let go of tension. One more breath here. Now inhaling again, exhale your knees down. Walk the knees forward in between your hands, cross the legs behind, sit and extend the legs in front of you. Now you're going to bend your right knee to the back, lift the right calf muscle and bring the right heel outside your right hip. Make sure this is okay for your knee. If you are unbalanced in the hip, leaning too much on your left hip, then just use a block under your left hip, okay? Now flex your left toes, point the left toes to the ceiling, push to the left hip. You can just stay here if you want. Make sure you're not collapsing in the lower back. So keep the hands by the side for support if you need, just stretching the right quadricep muscle. But if you feel like, you can lean back. Option 1, onto the forearms. Or making sure you have enough mat behind you, lean back all the way down. Again, you can keep the palms upside down, away from the body, or you can bring the arms all the way above the head and holding opposite elbows, making sure if you do that, that your lower back, it's okay with that. That arch of the spine will come in there, the natural curve that we have, so make sure that's okay for your lower back. Just 2 breaths here. Again, if your right knee's lifting, you're leaning back and your right knee's lifting off the mat, make sure maybe you support it with a pillow or a block again. Three more breaths. 2 more. Last one. And then slowly, if you're all the way down, bring the arms back close to you with the palms down and help yourself to slowly come up. Maybe forearm first down and then with control come up. Lean. If the block is there, you have a block under your left hip, take it out. Then lean on your left hip and extend for a moment the right leg out. Now bend the right knee the other way around, bringing the right foot on your left upper thigh. Again, if your right knee is hanging, is not touching on the mat, place a block under your right knee. Again, flex your left toes up, push to the heel. Right hand comes behind the back. Help yourself with the left hand to catch again around the right big toe with a piss finger, or use a belt if that's not possible. Inhale away from the lower back. See if you can turn your right shoulder forward. Most likely it's going to be to the back. Turn it forward. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale. Catch outer edge of your left foot or anything that you reach today. Inhaling once more away from the lower back, and on your exhale you fold. Try to turn that right shoulder down on the ground, towards the ground. Long neck, always inhaling away from the lower back. 3 breaths only. 2. 1 more. And then slowly head up. Inhaling, releasing the bind, and with control, extend the right leg in front. To take a moment, point the toes forward and back, and let it go. And let's do the same on the left side. And lean onto your right hip, bend the left knee, maybe lifting calf muscle tiny bit to create space in your knee. Then bring your heel outside your left hip. Yes, bringing knees closer to each other, flexing right toes, pointing toes up, pushing through the heel. Again, you can just stay here. Make sure you don't collapse into lower back, or maybe you lean back onto your forearms. If you're leaning too much onto your right hip here, use a block, okay, under your right hip. Or maybe you can just lower yourself all the way down. Hands can face the sky away from the body, or again above the head, holding opposite elbows. If left knee is off the ground, use a pillow or a block to support the left knee. Stay for 3. Make sure if you're leaning all the way down, lower back, it's okay. Don't forget about the right leg. Still pushing through the right heel, pointing the toes up. Can be somewhere in between alert and passive, the movement. Not too strong engagement, but also don't let it too soft, that right leg. Just breathe, surrender. Last 3 breaths here. 2. 1 more. And then slowly bring the hands back by the side and help yourself to come all the way up. Take the block out if it's there. Lean onto your right hip. Extend the left leg for a moment. Let go of tension. Maybe let it go down on the ground for a while. Pointing left toes forward and back. And then bend the left knee the other way around. Planting the left foot on top of the right thigh. Again, if left knee is hanging here, not all the way down, support it with the block. Right toe still up, push to the right heel, left hand behind. With the right hand, help yourself to catch around your left big toe with the peace finger and see if your shoulder is all the way to the back. Lift yourself away from the lower back. Turn the left shoulder forward. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhaling, catching anything accessible to you. And forward. Try your best to turn that left shoulder down with every exhale and not before inhaling away from the lower back. Soften the shoulders, long neck. Just 3 breaths. 2. 1 more. And then head up on the inhale and come all the way. Release everything. Again, extending the leg. Left leg in front of you, pointing both toes forward and up a few times. And then crossing the legs with the right leg in front of the left. Bringing arms up without bringing the shoulders neutral spinal. On your exhale, twist towards your right. So left hand come on your right knee and right hand behind. Inhaling once more, away from the lower back always, and gaze it toward your right shoulder, only as much as the neck. It's okay with that. 2 breaths only. 1 more. Inhale, at the back, exhale, come back to front, change, cross of the legs, again, arms up on the inhale, exhale, turn to your left, right hand on your left knee, left hand behind. Always inhale away from the lower back. On the exhale, turn the gaze towards your left shoulder. Relax, never collapsing in the lower back. Make sure this is okay for the lower back. Just 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale at the back. Exhale to the front. Again, extend the legs in front of you. Coming forward on your mat without collapsing or dropping on the mat. Make sure you have enough mat behind you. You're going to lean back and hug the knees into the chest. So slowly going down. Bring the knees at the chest, making sure lower back is down, neck and head are down. Just maybe rock yourself from side to side a few times. Making sure again you are keeping shoulder blades down, the head, the neck, and just soften. Even the feet, you can let it be heavy now. No need of engaging of anything. You did a great job today. Come back to find stillness and then extend your left leg out. Just hug the right knee into the chest. Again, making sure you are continuing to remain flat back on the mat. Embrace this moment of stillness, quieting and softening the breath again. Closing the eyes if you feel like. And then when you're ready, right arm out in line with your right shoulder, extend. And with the left hand, bring your right knee all the way to the left for a twist. Trying to keep shoulder blades down, gazing up or gazing right. Once more, only as far as the neck can go and wish to go today. 3 breaths only. One more. And gaze back up. Right knee back to chest. Hug that knee once more into the chest. And then switch side. Extend the right leg out. Hug the left knee into the chest. Again, making sure you are remaining flat back on the mat. Keeping your left hand on your left lower leg and the right hand top of the left. Two more breaths here. Slowly extend your left arm out in line with your left shoulder, and with the right hand bring your left knee all the way to the right side of your mat into a twist again. Making sure you're trying your best to keep the shoulder blades down, shoulder down, and then gazing up or again gazing back. This should not be hurting lower back. Just 3 breaths on this side as well. Two more. One last. And then slowly bring the gaze back to center and the left knee back to chest. Hug that left knee and then hug both knees once more into the chest. Inhaling long, exhaling, give yourself a nice hug here. Maybe bring the arms around the knees, forehead to the knees. Once more, inhale, and on the exhale, Shavasana. Extend the legs out, maybe open the feet as wide as the mat. And palms facing the sky, away from the body. If you have an elastic in your hair, you can choose to remove that and find the most comfortable resting pose before you hold it. So no rushing. Take your time before you come here and adjust yourself into the most comfortable pose ever. Finding that sweet spot, it will allow you just 2 more minutes of a very well-deserved resting pose. Now drop your shoulders heavy on the mat, maybe bringing your awareness back to your mantra for today. When you said that you decide today to live in love and light. So that's a beautiful way of living, right? Maybe thinking when we say love about self-love first and showing some love for yourself today. And you already did that by deciding to come here and practice today. You decide to show up for yourself, and that's quite some love there. Not every day, every morning when we wake up, we feel like practicing. Sometimes we just feel low and don't do anything. And that's okay. Sometimes it's okay to have a moment like that. But don't let it be too much. Try to show up for yourself and honor yourself every day, practicing giving what's best for your body. Just breathe now. Try to think about what the word love means to you. Love for yourself, love for your family, for your pets maybe, for the nature around you, love for your work, love for who you are. Just breathe into this magnificent word. Let it come to your body and show to you what's the real meaning of this love. And then light, think about light. Everybody loves light, right? We don't like to have dark days in our lives. So, two beautiful words to reflect on today. Maybe inviting love and light into our body with each in breath, focusing on your heart as it's connected to love, right? And light, visualizing maybe a wonderful white light surrounding your room, surrounding your body and entering your body. Let yourself just be right now. Let yourself relax. Surrender completely with each exhale. Slowly, when you're ready, drag your toes, fingers. Move gently the head from side to side. Bring the feet and legs together. Extend the arms above the head and give yourself a nice stretch. Then hug the knees and turn to your left or right side, making your pillow of your upper arm, bringing the other hand in front of you. Take a moment there again, keeping maybe the eyes closed, keeping the outside world outside a little bit longer. And then slowly, when you're ready, press yourself back up into a cross-legged seated position. Bring the hands at the heart in Namaste. You're gonna end the class here. 1 Om, 3 Shantis. Feel free to chant with me or just listen to. Be ready and wish to chant. Let's try on the next inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. The divine light within me honors the divine light within me. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. And before you leave, I have one oracle card to read for you today. And the card I draw today is Kali, the goddess Kali, goddess of destruction, dissolution, and ecstasy. And the message is as follows. Because I will draw it upside down, it has two messages, so we have the reverse. It was this way. Look in the mirror. What is it that you are afraid to see? We all have parts of us that are less perfect than perfect, but they can only be brought into the light through acknowledgement. Recognize those shadows, why they came to be, the purpose they once had, and how they are no longer needed. Write down the limiting belief you are holding onto that are preventing you from reaching your higher truth and burn them into flames. Shake your body, scream, clear your house, let go of stale relationships. Free the parts of you that have been suppressed and step into your wild nature to experience Kali's enlightenment. So I hope you like the message of today. I want to thank you once more for practicing with me. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day and see you next class. Thank you. Namaste.